Om Shanti. Today, 13th June 2021. Avyakt murli, revised dated 18th January 1988. Title of today's Avyakt murli is Equality in Love and Power. Today, the Almighty Father, who makes you into embodiments of awareness, is looking at his almighty children from everywhere, who are embodiments of awareness. As well as today, being the day to become merged with Bap Dada in his love, it is also the day to experience a balanced stage of love and power. The day of remembrance is the day of the blessings of equality in both love and power, because the Father in whose awareness you remain lost in love, Father Brahma, is the elevated symbol of equality in both love and power. 1 minute he is extremely loving and the next minute he is extremely powerful. In love too, with love he made every child constantly powerful. Out of love, he didn't just attract them towards himself, but with love he created the Shakti army and made them instruments for service in front of the world. As always being loving, he also taught the lesson of being a destroyer of attachment and of becoming karmatit. Till the end, he gave the children this blessing with the drishti of his eyes. Always be detached and always be loving. Today, children from everywhere, in their different forms, in their different relationships, reached Bap Dada in the subtle region to celebrate a meeting with their love and to experience the stage of being equal to the Father. Some arrived there with their intellects and others with their divine vision. Bap Dada accepted all the children's love and remembrance through their loving stage and the stage of being equal, and in return gave and is giving all the children the blessing. May you be equal to Bap Dada. Bap Dada knows that the children have deep love for Father Brahma. Whether you took sustenance from the Sakar form or are now taking sustenance from the Avyakt form, he is the senior mother and children naturally love their mother. Because of this, the Father knows that you remember Mother Brahma a great deal. However, the practical form of love is to become equal to the extent that you have true love in your hearts. Accordingly, just as much zeal and enthusiasm in following the Father is visible in the minds of you children. This alokik love of the alokik mother is not such that it would make you viyogi, means separated. It is love that will make you easy yogis, Raj yogis, that is, it will make you into kings. The alokik mother has alokik, means spiritual attachment, wanting every child to become a king. Every child should become a king, not part of the subjects. You are those who will create subjects, not those who will become subjects. Today, the mother and father had a conversation in the subtle region. The father asked Mother Brahma, "What do you especially remember on this day of the love of the children?" All of you also especially remember him. Do you not? Each one of you has your own remembrance, and you become lost in that remembrance. Today becomes a world of special alokik memories. At every step you specially remember the activities of the Sakar form naturally. You automatically remember the sustenance you had. You remember the attainments, you remember the blessings. So the father also asked Mother Brahma this. Do you know what Brahma said in return? The children are my world. Brahma said that at Amrit Vela he first remembered the children who are equal. The loving children and the children who are equal. The loving children have the desire and the thought of becoming equal. However, along with the desire and thought, they don't always have that power, and that is why in becoming equal, they remain behind instead of claiming a number at the front. Love brings them the zeal and enthusiasm, but problems sometimes make them weak in having a stage of equality in love and power. Problems keep them distant from making their stage constantly equal. Because of love, you cannot even forget the father, and you are true from Brahmins. You are not those who are going to move back. You are immortal. It is just that when you see problems, you become a little afraid at that time for a short period. Therefore, you are unable to experience the stage of constant equality in love and power. According to the present time, you have become experienced over a long period in the stage of being knowledgeful, powerful, and successful. You have experienced many times the problems of Maya, of the elements of nature, and of souls. These are not anything new. You are Trikaldarshi. You know the beginning, middle, and end of problems. Let alone the question of many cycles, even in the Brahmin life of this cycle, you are not new to understanding with your intellects and to becoming victorious and overcoming a problem and becoming experienced. You have become mature in this too. Even if you are only 1 year old, you are mature in this experience. You have become mature in this too. Even if you are only 1 year old, you are mature in this experience. You have also been taught the lesson of nothing new. Therefore, according to the present time, do not waste your time in being afraid of problems. In wasting time, your number goes behind. So, Mother Brahma said, one type is the special loving children and the other type is those who are going to become equal. Seeing the two types of children, Baba had the thought that according to the present time, Baba now wants to see the majority of the children in the stage of being close to becoming equal. There are also those with the stage of being equal, but the majority should come close to equality. So, seeing the children at Amrit Vela, Baba was remembering the day of the children becoming equal. You were remembering the day of remembrance, and Mother Brahma was remembering the day of becoming equal. Fulfill this elevated thought, that is, make the day of remembrance into a day of power. This is the practical fruit of love that the mother and father want to see. This is the elevated fruit of the sustenance and the blessings from the father. You are the elevated children who show the practical fruit to the mother and father. You were told earlier too that a sign of having deep love is that you cannot bear to see any weaknesses in the one you love. Therefore, now quickly come close to the stage of being equal. This is the mother's love. At every step, continue to follow the father. Brahma is the only special soul who has both parts of the mother and father fixed in the corporeal form. This is why you children definitely remember the double form of the elevated soul who has this unique part. This is why you children definitely remember the double form of the elevated soul who has this unique part. However, the elevated desire of the heart of Brahma, the mother and the father, is that everyone should become equal. You also have to remember that Do you understand? The elevated thought of the day of remembrance today is that you become equal. To be equal in your thoughts, in words, and in relationships and connections means to become powerful. No matter how big a problem there may be, by having the awareness of nothing new, you will become powerful. Do not become careless in this. In carelessness too, you use the words nothing new. However, it is nothing new in being victorious many times. Using this method, constantly continue to achieve success. Acha, everyone has come to celebrate the day of remembrance with a lot of enthusiasm. Even those who have given 3 feet of land have come. You gave 3 feet of land and become the masters of the 3 worlds. And so what was your giving? Nevertheless, you become clever in accumulating charity for service. Therefore, congratulations for your cleverness. You had the power to adopt the method of giving 1 and receiving 100,000 fold. This is why such powerful souls have been invited on this special day of remembrance. The father had an entertaining chit-chat. The ones who gave places have been specially invited. The father also gave his place, did he not? The father's name is also on this list. Is it not? Which place did he give? No one else can give such a place. The father gave his heart throne. It is such a big place. All of these places would be included in that. Would they not? Put together all the service places of this land and abroad. And even then, which would be the largest place? Because of living in the old world, you have given buildings of brick. Whereas the father gave you the throne, where you constantly sit as carefree emperors. Even then, importance is automatically given to service, whether it is serving with the place or serving with your stage. So there is a lot of importance given to doing service with the place. There is also a lot of importance of doing service by saying Haji to someone or even saying you first to someone. Giving lectures is not the only service, but with the method of doing any type of service, importance is given to serving through thoughts, words, deeds, and even washing dishes. Just as someone who gives lecture claims a status, someone who remains yogyukt and in a yukti stage while washing dishes can claim an elevated status. That one serves with the lips and this one serves with his stage. So at every moment, know the importance of the method of doing service and become great. It is impossible for you not to receive the fruit of any type of service. However, the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. When the bestower of blessings, is pleased with you, then what would be lacking? It is very easy to please the bestower of blessings, the bestower of fortune, the bestower of knowledge, the innocent Father. If God is pleased, you will then be saved from Dharmaraj, the judge, and also from Maya. Acha, to all the children everywhere who remain stable in the stage of being equal in love and power, to the lamps of hopes who always fulfill the elevated hopes of the mother and father, to those who know the importance of doing every method of service, to those who always follow the father at every step and who show the mother and father the fruit of becoming equal with their love and power, to all the powerful children who are embodiments of awareness. On this day of power, the Almighty Father's love, remembrance and namaste. The spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Now the Avyakt Bap Dada meeting instrument brothers and sisters who have given 3 feet of land for service centers. You are experiencing happiness on seeing the attainment of the practical fruit of special service, are you not? Your future is accumulating anyway, but even your present has become elevated. The attainment of the present time is even more elevated than the attainment of the future. Because it is only at this time that you have the knowledge of the experience of attainment and the lack of attainment. There you are not even aware of what a lack of attainment is. So you are not aware of the difference. Whereas here you have the experience of the difference. This is why the experience of attainment of the present time is so important. Whoever becomes an instrument for service, it is remembered of them. Instant donation is great charity. If anyone becomes an instrument for something, that is, if he gives an instant donation, then in return for that he has the experience of great charity. What is that? The charity received from doing any type of service is the experience of extra happiness and power. Whenever you do any service as an embodiment of success, then at that time you experience a special happiness. Do you not? You say, today I had a very good experience. Why did you have it? You experienced success giving the Father's introduction. Some people awaken on hearing the introduction and some are transformed. So the attainment has an impact on you. Your heart begins to sing songs of happiness. This is the attainment of instant fruit. So, someone who does service means someone who always eats the nourishing fruit of attainment. So, what are those who eat nourishing fruit? They are healthy, are they not? When doctors see the people who are weak, what do they say? Eat fruit. Because nowadays when you eat other nourishing foods such as ghee or butter, you are not able to digest it. Nowadays they only give you fruit for energy. So you also receive the instant fruit of service. Even if you do physical service, there is the happiness of service through actions too. For instance, when you clean something, when the place sparkles with cleanliness, then because you have cleaned it with a true heart, you experience happiness when you see the place sparkling, do you not? You automatically receive the fruit of the charity of doing any type of service. You accumulate the fruit of charity and you also receive it at this time. For instance, when you are doing something or doing some service, others will tell you that you have done very good service, that you have done it tirelessly, with your bones. So you experience happiness when you hear this. Do you not? So that is the fruit you receive. Is it not? Whether you serve with words or with your hands, doing service means nourishing food. So this too is becoming instrumental for service. By giving importance to service, you are able to attain greatness. So in the future too, constantly know the importance of service and constantly keep yourself busy in one type of service or other. When you don't have any students, do not think, what service can I do? If there are no exhibitions or lectures, do not say, what service can I do? No, the field of service is very large. No one can say, I don't have a chance to do service. Even if you are ill, you still have a chance to serve. No matter who it is, whether uneducated or educated, at any type of soul has a lot of scope to do service. You cannot say when I get chance to serve, you have already received it. You have to become all-round servers. You also receive 100 marks for serving with actions. If your words and thoughts are okay, but you have no interest in serving with actions, then you have already lost 100 marks. To be an all-round server means to be one who claims full marks in all types of service. This is called being an all-round server. So, are you like this? Look, when the children's bhatti was created in the beginning, the lesson of serving with actions were made very firm for them. They were made into gardeners as well as shoemakers. They were made into those who wash the dishes as well as those who give lectures. The marks for this should not be left out either. There, in your worldly study, if you fail in a weak subject, a subject that is not your special subject but a third or fourth number of subject, if you fail in that too, you cannot pass with honors. In total, your marks would be reduced. Check all your subjects in this way. Have I claimed marks in all the subjects? You have become instruments for this, for giving 3 feet of land, and you did that service. You accumulated the charity and you will receive marks for that. However, now check whether you have claimed full marks or not. Doing service with any type of action is also necessary because actions also carry 100 marks. They are no less. Here each of the subject has 100 marks. There you claim fewer marks in the subjects of drawing, whereas you receive more marks in the subject of arithmetic. Here all subjects are important. So it should not be that you accumulate marks with your thoughts and words and are behind in marks for your actions. You may think that you are a great Mahavir. You have to claim marks in everything. This is known as being a server. So what group is this? Is it a group of all-round servers or servers who have given their place for service to be done there? It is good that you used it in a worthwhile way. To the extent that you use it in a worthwhile way, accordingly you become a master. To use something in a worthwhile way before time is a sign of being sensible. So you carried out a great act of wisdom. Bap Dada is also pleased that you are children who maintain courage. Acha. Today's blessing is, may you be Rajyukt and Yogyukt and please everyone by understanding the deep significance of being loving. Baba explains it as, the children who remain loving to the Almighty Authority automatically become loving to all souls. Those who understand the deep significance of this become Rajyukt, Yogyukt and Yukti-Yukt with divine virtues. Such Rajyukt souls easily please all souls. Those who do not know this secret sometimes upset other souls and sometimes get upset themselves. Therefore, know the secret of being constantly loving and become Rajyukt. Today's slogan is, those who are instruments are always light while fulfilling their responsibilities. Om Shanti.